Listen, here's the thing.
She's crazy.
Bananas. Starring Meko Price.
Okay, this is the guy who claims he's straight.
And Katie Kiefer. I can't function with shitty nails.
Yeah.
Sidekick, Mr. Nugget.
I object.
Freida, Netflix, call me.
Okay, I would punch this person in the throat.
I don't know. I feel like that's our next digital short series. Katie and Meko go to the farm.
Why don't I zoom in? Okay. On that ominous note.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go.
Listen, here's the thing. Weekend Catch-Up. Starring Meko Price and Katie Kiefer. Sidekick, Mr. Nugget. Woohoo.
The applause comes in.
Right? We've already been into the wine, so.
Okay, so this weekend was kind of an action-packed weekend for us, for the Price family.
For the Price family. Do tell.
Well, it was Michigan Homecoming, and we went down on Friday and spent the entire weekend with our kids.
No,
so
that's
was
awesome.
Great. It was great. It was fun. Ann Arbor was completely packed the entire weekend. We had dinners. We had stuff to see. Alex's boyfriend, Zach, played in a band. He's amazing. So we got to see him play. Football game, and then watched a UFC fight. So
Did you stay for the full football game? The whole thing?
No, because we always leave after Mr. Brightside.
Okay.
Which is fourth quarter.
Okay. As long as it's not a nail biter. If it's
Exactly. Exactly. Then we would have stayed.
Yeah.
But it was not a nail biter. And at that point, we were basically burning up because the sun was so hot. And our seats are, we've not had a noon game this season.
Yeah.
And the sun was like drilling us.
Okay.
And I was dying.
Okay. Yeah.
And prior to that, we had made espresso martinis for our tailgate. And Randy went very aggressive on the vodka.
Okay.
So every time we went to stand up to cheer for a touchdown, I was like, oh, I feel dizzy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that type of thing. So we just drank water and had popcorn, and I felt a little bit better.
Michigan won.
Yes.
Okay.
They beat Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a little closer than it was supposed to be, I guess. But, yeah, it was good. It was good.
Fun. That's a
Packed house,
fun
sold out
weekend.
game,
No,
per
and it's
usual.
always fun when you get to see your kids at school. I'm starting to realize that now.
Yeah.
Right? Because
In
I
their
have like the ache.
element.
I have the ache and pains in my heart. Like, and I mean, Kylie checks in all the time and FaceTimes, and I'm down on all the things, but I'm still just sad that she's like not walking down the stairs or walking through the kitchen.
I know. But it is fun to see them in their element.
It is.
And with their people and thriving. And I love being in their element and just figuring out how they're living their life.
Yeah. No,
It's
totally.
really cool and interesting to see them as adults.
Yeah. Yeah. My weekend was not as action-packed as yours. It was very much a Katie Little House on the Prairie weekend. So my entire childhood, I would go to my grandma's house and she would make homemade applesauce. Like the whole family would get involved. But I took it a step further, and instead of freezing it, now since I canned my applesauce. One, game changer. Because now it's just in my pantry. You just grab a little thing, because I made 2 servings and like 1 serving, like jars. It's perfect. I'll just like toss it in my like packed, like to come to work.
So
And
the
it's a great little
advantage
snack.
of canning versus freezing something.
You don't have to defrost it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, when you freeze it, you know, it's not like you can like vacuum seal applesauce. I mean, I guess maybe if you like flash freeze it and then vacuum seal it. Otherwise, it's in a canister. It always ends up freezer burnt if you don't use it within a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And then, you know, if you're microwaving it in a Ziploc bag, well, now we all know about like microplastic and all that garbage, you know? So, no, I love it. And it doesn't have the weird, I just microwave this in the microwave in a plastic bag ode to flavor to it either.
But when you can it, it's only good for a certain time.
Oh, I mean, it'd be good for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, you
Oh,
can't
I'll use
have
it.
it for like years.
No, not years. I would probably say like a year.
Okay. Do you date it?
It's dated.
Okay.
There's no freaking way it will last a year
Okay.
in my pantry,
Perfect.
especially because how convenient it is, to the point where I'm like, do I go get another bushel of apples and make more? I think
Awesome.
I might. Because I think it'd be.
I'm just curious because when my dad passed away, I had to clean out his basement, and he had so many canned goods of things that were just
like
they
that
were,
he
like,
homemade canned.
He didn't do it. Somebody did.
Okay.
That lived in that house that was 100 years old.
Okay. I mean, I feel like if things are pickled, that probably lasts longer than applesauce.
Yeah.
If there's something that's pressure cookered, probably lasts like longer than something that's water bathed. Look at me and my canning tips.
Oh my God.
I'm like a professional now.
That's amazing.
And then it didn't stop there. Well, I was getting my period and I was feeling like I had a sweet tooth. So then I
what did
made
you
peanut
make?
butter cookies.
Ooh,
yeah.
yummy.
No, they were really, really good. I get this gluten-free flour from Italy, game changing on all the baking. And when I make bread, it's just time consuming. So, but we had nothing this weekend and it was hot and it was just a weekend to like do that kind of
regroup.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, get the leaves off the patio.
Yeah, you need
like
those
that kind of stuff.
weekends.
Yeah. Well, because now for the next 3 weekends, like we're not home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you need to get it done. Need to get it done.
Exactly.
But, yeah. So.
Nice.
Also found out Diddy's going to jail for 4 years. That's not long enough.
That's a crime. That's a crime in and of itself. He needs to go to prison for life. And the charges that he got off on were so ridiculous. Like, who was the judge?
Yeah.
And jury. I think it was the jury. Didn't he have a jury?
Well, yeah, it's a federal case. So, yeah.
So
because
those
it's federal,
12
there's
jurors,
no camera, which I think is bullshit, too.
Yeah. Those 12 jurors were just, I don't know what they were thinking.
They've been paid.
Well, the judge should have overruled it, is what should have happened.
So, apparently, this is what I heard on the Juicy Scoop, is that, you know, obviously it's hearsay when you find out that, like, Diddy broke down, got down to his knees, he was crying, like, his kids were crying. Like,
who cares?
You know, the whole
he
thing.
raped so many people.
Well, so now what's happening is, yes, he's supposed to go to jail for 4 years. They think he'll only go to jail for 2, but he still has, like, miles of lawsuits against him.
Good.
Like there's a new lawsuit where a guy was at a Diddy party, had sex with an unsolicited source, I think is how it was termed, and he ended up with AIDS. I mean,
So
not
another
even
dude.
like HIV, like full blown AIDS.
So another dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever it was.
So they'll just break him down financially.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was smart enough to like ditch his money in different things before he knew that they were coming to confiscate things. But whatever he's got left is just going to be gone.
Well, it's going to be gone in attorney's fees anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a bad guy.
Right?
I have
And
no
here we
words
thought
for
Diddy
him.
was so great. Well, and then that girl from, what was that TV show, Making the Band? And they made that band of like 4 girls. And then Aubrey, whatever. And I mean, every time she just kept getting more hair extensions and more hair extensions and bigger lips and bigger cheeks. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. Fifth Harmony? We were just talking about
No,
that
it's
band
not Fifth
earlier.
Harmony.
Oh.
It was something else. Can you Google what the name of that? It was Making the Band with
Pussycat
Diddy. It was
Dolls?
the first one. No,
I never
you'll
saw
say
Making
it,
of the Band.
and I'll know it.
Dainty Kane.
Danity Kane. It was Danity Kane. It was an
what
MTV
is it?
show in like the early 2000s. Danity Kane.
Is it?
Yeah. Did
Oh.
you call it Dainty? Yeah, it's Danity.
Danity.
Her name's Aubrey. She was kind of like the front runner of the band. And they had a couple of good songs. I
Okay.
liked them. I feel like I watched that when I was in college. But she came out like kind of after the band started losing steam. Like something's up with being in Diddy's camp. I don't feel comfortable. I don't like this. And she kept getting shushed and kind of was made to
Who's
like
shushing
be
her?
crazy.
The media?
The Diddy people, the Illuminati. That's who.
I don't think he was in the Illuminati. I don't think he was that clever.
I think he was kind of like a fixer boy. Like he thought he was like at the top of the Illuminati, but really like he was just a pawn.
Maybe.
And now they're using him while they like put other stuff
I think
under the
he's
rug.
not that clever.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think he's as smart as to be in the Illuminati. He wouldn't have been caught.
Not unless they're using you as a pawn and throwing your bullshit out in the fire for everybody to see while they like do their stuff
What
behind
are
the
they
scenes.
doing now?
I don't know. Protecting Blake Lively.
Oh, maybe.
You know?
Maybe. That's so funny. Yeah, that makes me sick. He should actually be put on the death penalty.
He should be in Alcatraz. Open it up. Put him in there all by himself.
He needs to be tortured.
Well, you'd think
Like he did to many
he needs to be
people.
in Gem Pop. Like, do not put him in isolation.
No.
Do not treat him like, Tony Soprano would be in jail where he gets a phone, a TV,
Right.
a hot plate. Like, no. Like, he needs to be in Gem Pop and karma
Although
needs
that
to come
could
back.
also backfire because he could become popular in general
Not
population.
if everybody knows that he was like
raping women
kids, yeah.
and kids and
Yeah.
men and whoever else.
Yeah.
Like he's terrible. He needs to be locked away forever, for life.
I feel like at this point, like this isn't 2002. Like he's not cool.
No.
Anymore. Like
No.
he's not cool.
No.
So-
he wasn't even in 2002. It's disgusting.
But yeah, only 4 years.
That's gross.
Like I'm not okay with that.
I object.
Yeah.
He needs longer.
Oh, I was just going to say
Longer.
something and now I forgot it. It will pop up randomly and I'll just say it. I think it had something to do with Blake Lively.
Oh.
But no, it wasn't Blake Lively at all. It was Tom Cruise. You know Tom Cruise is getting married again?
To Anna.
And she's like, what, 26?
Anna Amaris. Or how do you say her last name?
She's gorgeous.
Emma
But he wants to have like their wedding on like a rocket ship or
Figures.
a planet.
Yeah.
So
She's
like
beautiful.
a true Scientologist.
De Aramis. Isn't that her last name?
Ana de Armas.
Anna de Armas. Yeah.
Such a
She's
fancy
gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
How does Tom Cruise get to do this? Because I feel like the women are destroyed immediately after. Now they are strong enough to build their own path. Nicole Kidman, Katie Holmes. But then I read that Scientology book. There's been other women who like completely destroyed after being with Tom Cruise.
I'm sure. Because when he has all the power.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's going to marry somebody that already is an actress, I feel like, I don't know. She's not 12.
I also think you kind of know what the end policy is.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'm going to
It's
be
not
in
a
the news.
secret.
We're going to do this
It also could be arranged.
by their publicists.
By
in
By
Scientology.
like that's how he got Katie Holmes.
Right.
It could also be arranged.
No, so was it in Leah Remy's book? He was with a chick in Scientology. I think she was a model. Maybe she was an upcoming actress. And it was all prearranged that she was going to be at the Scientology Center.
Yeah.
He was going to go in there and like somebody had asked her what her perfect date would be, like randomly in like one of the sessions where they're like holding the probes. And he shows up and takes her on whatever she said her perfect date was. And I think it was in New York City. It was probably like a carriage ride through Central Park and like dinner at this place.
Yeah.
Everything happened. And she was like, oh my God. Like,
Mind blown.
This must be it. Like he must be the one. And when he was over her, like all of a sudden, like she had moved into his place, the whole thing. And then when he was over her, all of a sudden it was, she couldn't get a hold of him. She couldn't get a hold of his camp. She was locked out of the townhouse.
All of a sudden, her shit was back in her place.
And she was cleaning fucking toilets in Clearwater, Florida, because they had taken everything from her.
Clearwater, Florida is one of the headquarters.
But they're like big empty shell buildings.
I know. My grandparents used to live near it. We used to drive by it.
Okay.
And we're like, God, that's a Scientology building. Like, no one was there.
No.
Crazy.
It's a farce. Miscavige. Yes.
So it'll be interesting if that goes through, that marriage.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they get married on a
rocket
spaceship.
ship?
Yeah. Or on a planet.
Where are they going to go? On Elon's, or are they going to go on Jeff Bezos' ship?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Bezos. I don't really feel like Tom's tight with Elon.
No, I don't think anybody's tight with Elon. Not even his baby mamas.
Yeah. Not unless they need that child support to come through.
Oh, I'm sure. Don't they all get it? I mean,
They
I would.
have to.
Wouldn't you be like, if Elon came to you and was like, here's the deal. We're not going to have a relationship.
We're just going to have a baby.
We're going to have a baby. And he wants to populate the world. Like that's his objective, is to gain more population in the world, which is why he has, how many children does he have? 13?
Do you have to have
14?
sex with him, or can you be artificially inseminated?
I don't know. I don't think he would be good at sex. That's just my
14.
14 kids?
With 4 different women since
4, that's it?
2002.
God, I thought it was like 14 different moms, but it's only 4.
That's kind of a
actually
lot.
pretty good. It's better odds than I thought. But 14 kids, 4 moms, so he's paying them. So from a business standpoint, if you're like,
I would cash in all day long. I just don't know.
Okay, we
if
don't
I
have
could,
to have a relationship. You're annoying and weird. You're very odd. You're on the spectrum. I don't think that we can have a relationship because you can't really communicate.
Just give me a robot, a
effectively.
Tesla, and millions in
Yes,
child
give me
support.
free Tesla for life. Like not the same
Yearly.
one.
Yearly.
Yeah. And all the child support that I need, and we'll call it good.
Yeah. Huh.
I might.
don't
I
know.
might. If you're
Call
if you're
me.
like 32, 35, you're single, you want a child.
Yeah.
Why not have Elon be the baby
I wouldn't want to
daddy?
be pregnant again, though. That's
No, I mean, but like if you're 35, you've never had
Yeah.
a kid or whatever, and you're like, I can be financially set for life, and I can have a baby like I want to, and I don't have
Yeah.
to deal with a dad because he's.
I
not
feel
gonna
like
be
that comes with a
around.
list of rules of how that child has to be raised.
Well, I'm sure it comes with that plus a book of NDAs.
right?
You have to sign.
Like a Von Trapp family kind of situation. I don't know if I'd be into that either.
Yeah. What
So.
about the Von Trapps?
Well, like The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was like a dictator
Yeah.
before, all of a sudden, Maria comes in and
Before
starts
his wife
singing
died?
songs and
And then he got remarried.
well, when his wife was alive, they were like a good happy family.
Right.
When his wife died, yeah, he kind of became a crazy dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
And then
he
he
was
almost
hurt.
dated or married a lady who was going to like send all the children off to boarding school.
That's
until Maria
always
changed
their
his mind.
MO.
Yeah. Okay. So I started reading The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden on spring break. Okay.
I remember.
That was in March. It is now October. I finally finished it.
Oh my God, you did?
I finally finished it. The thing is because it was a handheld book. Like I had to sit down
Yeah.
and read it. That is the best Freida McFadden book I have
It's
read
really
yet.
good. It's really good.
Of all the movies and series and everything that everybody's gonna make, Freida, Netflix, call me. I will set up your entire cast. I feel like I should be a casting director. We're gonna do that. I got you. Done.
Do you know about her? I just
Yes,
read an
we talked about this
article.
last
Yes. I can't believe she's a physician.
Right? Like this is a
And
daytime
this is what she
job.
does on her free time to unwind. She writes novels.
This one was the best. There's been a few where I'm like, saw it coming.
yeah,
Saw it.
kind of predictable.
Saw it. This one, girl, you had me. It was like
pretty good.
watching Catfish High School Phone Number or whatever that
Yeah.
was, where you're like, no.
It was pretty good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
You
job.
know what? I'm gonna host book club next after you.
Okay.
When are you hosting? Soon.
End of
the month?
October. Yeah.
I'm going to host it in November. That's the book we're doing.
Okay.
And everybody has to show up with their own casting for the Netflix series.
Is there going to be one?
I'm willing it into the
Oh,
world
okay.
right
You're
now.
manifesting it.
Right.
Got it.
Kelsey, make her real about this. We're manifesting The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden becoming a Netflix series. And
can
Meko
see
and I are
that.
the casting directors. And also have to make sure it stays true to the story because it's good.
It is good.
I have
gotta go
not
back and
finished
reread
The
it.
Girlfriend book yet. I like the series better than the book. And I normally would never say that.
I know.
I like the series
the
better.
book. I'm almost done. It's
Really?
actually really good. He gets into the accident, and it's different. Everything is different.
Everything's different. So I feel that whoever did the script was like, hey, this is going to be boring as shit if this is what the series is like. So we need to. I just don't think in the beginning of the book you realize how crazy Cherry is. You don't. But in the
I do.
In the series, you're like, she's crazy.
No,
and then
no.
the whole
I
like
think in the
butcher
book-
thing and ex-boyfriend.
I think in the book she seems crazy.
Really? Then I must have
Yes.
fallen asleep because I don't think she got crazy until like after she thought he died.
No. She's crazier at first. She's very conniving in the book.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like she tripped and like made it seem like the mom pushed her. Like there was a couple of things.
Yeah,
I just
but
think,
like her thought process and how she was like, I don't want him to meet my mom. I want him to think I come from this area. I don't want anybody to know my background. Like,
okay,
she's
so
super
I wasn't
conniving.
surprised by that because that was in the show.
Yeah.
I just feel like the way, I don't know. Agree to disagree. I like the show better.
Okay.
And I like that it was like Robin Wright. I liked her character better in the show than I did in the book. In the book, the mom is weak.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see how it ends in the book. To see if it ends differently.
Yes.
Because
I'm not there yet.
That everything is so different that it could have ended differently in the book. I don't know.
It's Daniel, right? Is his name
Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah.
So Cherry and Daniel have now reconnected and she moved back in with them. He just proposed. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Are you beyond that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you even know he proposed?
Not yet in the book. I'm trying to think where I'm at in the book.
Spoiler alert.
After the accident. Well, I know he does.
Yeah.
But I think they said I love you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, now you're kind of like starting to see how conniving she is. So yes, it will be interesting to see how it ends. But I just think was it HBO or Hulu? HBO, I think, right?
Yeah.
That did it?
Or Prime. I can't remember.
Ooh, it is Amazon Prime. It is Amazon Prime. And I just think that they did a really good job. I hated that it was only 6 episodes, but it was well done and it was like in a good little package. So.
Yeah. She's crazy.
Right. Bananas.
Yeah. It was good.
All right, so you're into Love is Blind season 9.
Yes.
You started telling me that you watched it. I was not mentally in a place to start watching that in the background or whatever I was doing. And then the next thing I knew, shit started to pop up on my Instagram feed. And I was like, well, now I'm not going to like watch the pods because I know like who's proposed.
No, you should watch the pods.
Like Netflix kind of spoiled it all. But I have Kelsey have the whole cast up. I need Meko hot takes on everybody. And the few people that I have seen on Instagram, I will give my hot take.
Okay.
All right.
Allie, she's cute.
She's a nurse.
Yep.
I love that they have their sign. She's an Aries. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
She's okay. Wait, hold on. Go back. Do you like Allie?
Yeah, she's cute.
Oh, I think I just saw this on Instagram.
Allie and Anton.
He's got a beard. They got engaged. They are in Baja.
Yeah, they all are.
And she wants a $10,000 ring, and he was like, I spent $5,000. I thought Love is Blind paid for the ring.
I did too. That was confusing.
I feel like he's hosing her. Just saying. She doesn't know yet.
He's really sweet to her.
Is he? He kind of seemed douchey in the little clip that I saw.
He's actually almost like he's more into her than she is to him.
Okay.
I don't know who this chick is. She didn't make it very far.
Oh, okay. So she was a knee. No one paid attention to her.
She let herself go. Anna.
She let herself go on the show,
Yeah.
or she was like, peace out.
She said bye.
Oh.
She missed her parents. She went
While
home.
she was in the pods?
Yes. She ghosted people. They actually had an episode that was like Ghost Town. Wasn't that the name of it, Kelsey?
Oh, she's not there yet.
Oh, sorry. It's an episode. I think it's like episode 3, and it's literally called Ghost Town because there are so many ghostings that happen
Like people not showing up for dates?
in the pod, and she was one.
Okay.
Annie, her
Hair's
hair
still on over.
extensions are just out of control. That's all I have to say.
They look good in the picture, but I feel like if you're trying to do a
Not in the
quick,
sunlight. But she is cute. Her personality's really sweet, but she loves love and would do anything to be engaged.
Is this chest earring girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of hairdressers this house.
Okay. Okay, so here's Anton.
That's Anton. He is now engaged to Allie.
What does transportations and logistics mean? Does that mean that he's like
He probably does
Like
logistics.
trucks?
You know, like Tammy does.
oh. Yeah, but transportations tells me like, is he in charge of taxi cabs? Is he in charge of
I
like
don't
dairy
know.
trucks?
Transportation logistics.
Okay.
I don't know what that
All
means.
right.
I don't know who
Ashley,
is.
nee,
No.
she obviously wasn't relevant.
I don't know who that is. She didn't
Or
make it.
Azza. or
Yeah.
Aza.
Blake also left the show. He left the pods.
He's cute.
He's
He's
an
an
accountant.
accountant.
He's very much an accountant.
Oh, then he's not made for Love is Blind.
He left the show on his own. So
Okay.
I don't know whatever happened to him. He'll come back at the end, I'm sure.
All right. Brendan, the finance manager.
He was cute, and he liked, who did he like? Annie. And she was caught between him and the
somebody
guy
else.
she ended up with, who I think is not out of the closet.
Ooh. Okay. Exciting.
So I
So
can't
Brendan
wait
like
to
was left with nobody.
Right, he left.
Oh, buddy,
So
sorry.
he left very heartbroken, and so I can't wait for Annie to actually meet him in real life, because she's gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Chase, I don't know who he is.
Water treatment consultant. I mean, enough said. China?
Nope.
No. So, I mean, so many people sign up for it and they're just not relevant enough to
Dale.
have a story.
No, but I like his name. I don't know who he is.
Dale.
Dylan. Nope.
He kind of looks like Luke
Oh,
Bryan.
Edmund was super cute.
Edmund
so Edmund's
Harvey.
still on.
Oh, look at his
He's-
fun pants.
He wears a comb in his hair at all times,
Like a pick.
like a pick in the back. He has two of
Okay.
them, and they match kind of
Two?
his outfits.
Why does he need two?
No, not at the same time.
Oh.
But
Oh.
he interchanges.
Okay.
He's darling. I don't know who that is. Hillary. Nope. No Jensen. Joe.
He's cute.
Cute.
Oh, I
Cute,
saw a
cute.
thing where the girl he ends up with, she's a little chubby.
He admitted, yeah, I actually do date girls that are a lot thinner. But he said it like in the confessional.
Uh-huh.
And to highlight it even more, she was like very self-conscious about her body. So kept bringing it up.
Yeah.
To the point where she was like, well, what do you think of my body? I'm really insecure about it. And I don't know. And he's like, okay, I usually date skinnier girls.
Oh, he did say that?
Yeah,
And did she just like die and fall apart?
kind of. But she kept like bugging him about it.
Okay. So I saw them in Baja, like in a hot tub. And she was like, did you think I was hot when you first saw me?
Yes.
Now I can get her voice. On the other side of that wall, that girl sounds like she's going to be chest earring girl. Like super
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
You know, fake lashes, you know. And I think he probably really likes who she is. And maybe in the back of his mind, he's like, you know, I mean,
He even
there might
admits
be
it.
a GLP-1 in your
He's
future.
like, I feel like attraction can grow. He said that.
Unlike chest earring girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Jordan has a son who's 5,
Okay.
and he ended up with a girl that'll come up later.
Okay. Do you believe in them?
Kind of, except when they all got together for the first time, he was wasted, and he was acting like he was 12 years old and like had his first beer.
Like when all the couples were together in Baja?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's annoying.
And he was annoying, and she even was like, "You're annoying."
yeah, that sucks.
So that's Casey.
Casey's
She's-
chest earring girl.
Yes, she's
Let's
the
talk-
one that ended up with the Asian guy.
Let's talk about a chest earring.
But I don't even see it here. So you said that, and I couldn't find it again.
Well, that's a mole.
That's a mall.
But she has like this diamond like in her chest. Kelsey, you watched the show. Like she has like this like diamond in her chest.
I know they didn't really highlight it. She was cute. She wore a lot of makeup. I felt like she needed skincare.
Okay.
First before the makeup. She reminded me of oh my God, Heather from Selling Sunset.
Okay.
So she laughed at everything that she said afterward. She'd be like, "Oh, no way."
Okay. If you look at that, here, zoom in on her chest. She's got double piercings here.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah. She's got a
But I
big-
couldn't see it like a lot in the pod.
That is the first thing I noticed on Instagram, a chest earring. And I had a dental hygienist who had a chest earring. And finally, like when she took all the tools out of my mouth, I finally had to be like, how does that stay in your chest? Like how?
Yeah.
And it like barbs out or whatever, and you can take it out, but then you have like a hole in your chest. Like I feel like
For
that
sure.
can't be healthy.
No.
I don't see the lore. Does anybody over there say, I think a chest earring is hot? Raise your hand. Oh,
Everyone
we get a
says
thumbs down
down.
and a head shake no. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, they didn't highlight it, which is weird.
And she's like a makeup artist. I feel like she just looked sweaty all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the show. She just looked sweaty.
Yeah, you should watch the show.
Did she not look sweaty in the show? She
I
looked
don't
sweaty
think
on
so.
Instagram. And then her hair was like tied up weird when she was like
Oh,
trying
that was
to
just
dump
that
the boy.
one. That was just that one scene.
Okay.
Kate got dumped by the alleged gay guy.
Okay. Sorry, Kate.
Calibra. She ended up with Edmund.
Okay. Double pick, dude.
Yes, but she's so bossy.
Ooh.
To the extent that it makes you uncomfortable. Like, she tells him how to be a man. And she's like, okay, so what would you do if a man put a hand on me and you're with me? And he's like, I would just say, look, let's walk away. And she's like, you wouldn't defend my honor? Like, she wanted him to fight. And he's like, I'm not a fighter. No. That was a big turn. I was like, what is she doing? What is she? That's gross. All right, I don't know who she is.
I know, but that blue dress looks really
Yeah.
cute on her. Logan?
Nope. No. Madison is going blind.
What?
She doesn't have peripheral vision at night. You know, it's really bad. But
Wait, is
they made
that
it.
the chubby girl in the pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
They made it sound like at first that she was Stevie Wonder, but but actually she's like, I don't know. I can still see my peripheral vision at night is like kind of bad. I might go blind at like 90.
Ah, okay.
But she does have a degenerative eye disease.
Okay, but what's a UX UI designer? I don't even know what that
I don't
means.
even know.
Can we Google that?
I don't know.
Please.
Um,
I'm curious.
But she is with that cute Joe
Mm-hmm.
guy, and he is not feeling it at all. Like, avoids her like the plague in social situations.
Really? Oh,
She designs like app interfaces and stuff, like user experience stuff.
Well, that kind of requires eyeballs. So
No, she can see. She just doesn't have peripheral at night.
I guess you just have to look at your computer.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know who that is.
Megan didn't make it.
Megan didn't make it very far. Okay,
Oh,
this
this
is
Megan's
This is
cute.
Sparkle Megan.
What? This is the girl that called herself Sparkle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is not what I was expecting.
Correct. So she's like got her shit together. She sold, I think she sold a business or a company got sold. Then she started another business. Like, she's very smart. She's
Okay.
35. Yeah. Yes. Oil and gas. She was in oil and gas.
Okay.
And then started her own company.
Okay.
So got her shit together.
So depending on how much she sold her oil and gas company for, she could probably call herself Sparkle Megan because she's like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
yeah, it wasn't her company. Wasn't she an employee? Yeah.
And it got sold and like her
so
shares made her
options
money.
and
Got
stuff,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure she made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Which afforded her to start her own business.
Got it.
But she lives in a very nice house, and I think she likes nice things.
Okay.
Well, she's now hooked up with a guy who's a single dad.
And is he like a social worker?
Yeah, I mean, he's not rich
Okay.
because I saw the previews for next week or whenever, and
Like
they're
they go
looking at
home?
like a $2 million house, and he's like, "What are we doing?" She's like, "No, this is like where we want to be," and they were not on the same page.
Okay, where are they based out of?
Denver.
Okay.
She also
Has it?
has
so she knows
more,
what she wants. Yeah.
and he doesn't. And so I think they were just on two different wavelengths from the beginning, which I think she found endearing in the pods because he has a son, and she was just like, oh my God, you're amazing. And he was really funny and charismatic. And then when they met in real life, I think they have a good time. But also she's like, yeah, I mean, you're not, I think she's going to find him really immature.
Okay. This is the guy that got drunk and got weird?
No, he was the other guy. Like, they did get drunk and weird together.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who Michael is. Okay, so Mike and Sparkle Megan. He was her second choice. And she's like, you're the kind of guy I usually fall for, so I'm not doing it now. And he's like, we are on the same wavelength here.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older than you, and I got my shit together, and she was actually having really lingering second thoughts on him, and then was like, nope, I like the single dad better. But my prediction is when they have their huge reunion, she's going to be like, shit.
So when you say huge reunion, do you mean when they get together on the show and they just are randomly at a bar together, or when they're like being interviewed at the end?
No, when they're all together
At the
before
bar.
the reunion.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And then
when
we
they
find out.
bring out the whole cast and they throw them at a bar, and that's when
Yes.
everyth's like, "Oh my God, I
Oh,
have
shit,
18
this is what you look
mutual
like.
friends with you." And
Yeah.
now we have our phones and we're gonna,
And I bet that then we go to the big reunion show and they're together.
yeah. Okay, this is the guy who claims he's straight, and
The luxury watch dealer.
Yes, and he is now with Annie,
I'm looking
who
up his
is the hair
Instagram.
extension guy. He's like,
Nick the watch guy.
yeah.
Well, he's not making it big right now on Love is Blind because he still only has 2,000 followers.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, Nick.
Andy was just like slimy. I mean, he said, did you see that, Kelsey, in the pods? He said the same thing to two different girls. To that one girl, Kate, he was like, I love you. And then he dumped her. And she's like, you're an asshole. And then he said the exact same things to Annie. And she was like, oh my God, please just propose to me because I just want to be engaged. And I don't care to who.
Did she really say that?
No.
Oh,
Subliminally, she said
okay.
that.
That was Miko's interpretation.
Yeah. This guy, Patrick,
Oh, he's sweet.
he's the one.
Chest earring.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she dumped him.
Because she is shallow. That's why.
She was like, I'm not attracted to him. And that was like his biggest fear because he's Asian in an all-white community. Which I was like, that's a little odd also, that you would bring that up as your biggest insecurity.
Okay, but you brought, like, in the pods, you brought that up?
Yes.
Okay, but he's also, like, 6'2".
Yeah, he's a
like, they were
basketball player in
hugging and, like,
college.
her head was in his chest. I think when you bring that up as an insecurity in the pods, she's probably expecting, like, the guy from The Hangover. What's his name?
Oh, Ken Jeong.
Yeah.
No, he pumped himself up. He was like,
Oh, I'm tall. I play
most
basketball.
guys, yeah.
Okay.
But he was definitely insecure about like being Asian. I don't know why.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was cute.
Yeah, he's cute.
So, and he seemed really into her. And I did see a snippet where, so she meets up with him at the hotel and is like, this isn't right. Like, I'm just, like we shouldn't go to
Yeah.
Baja together. And she's crying and they're kissing and this whole thing. And he's like, it's okay. He's like, I'll take you to Baja another time. In his mind, he thinks they're going to go back to Denver.
Yes, and date.
And slowly date. And then he looks at the camera and he says, I don't think it's because of how I look or anything else. Like, I don't think it's that. I just think that she just, is intimidated by the show. And then it's like
45
an hour
minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just like, yeah, I'm just not going to be attracted to him.
Right.
Like, it's not happening.
Right.
Okay. Like, talk about a slap to the gonads.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know who this dude is.
So, who? Rohan?
I don't know.
Shelby?
Nope. That's it.
Okay, that's it. So many people are actually in the pod, and it's just the relevant things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now imagine you took off of work or did whatever to your job for
however many
whatever it
weeks.
was, to go on, and you're not even entertaining enough that you're going to end up on the show.
I know.
Because half the reason you did this was not to find love. You did not want to be part of an experiment.
Right.
You want to end up on
Right.
Love Island.
Right. Well, and then two of them left because they're like, we no longer want to be part of the experiment. So they were the more, I thought, down to earth people that left.
Because normal people wouldn't do Love is Blind.
Right.
You wouldn't.
Right.
No.
And the people that were on there were so desperate, like reeking of desperation just like, please say you love me. Pick me.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
even
thank you.
I don't care who I get married to. I just want to get married. That's disgusting.
No, that's sad.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can't wait for Wednesday because all the couples now are on their vacation in Mexico, and they've met each other just on their little vacation.
Okay. So is the next
they're
episode
already fighting.
Still in Mexico?
I think so.
Okay. All right. I'll pick up on Wednesday. I'll watch it tomorrow.
But they're all still, like, a couple of them are still fighting. Like
couples are fighting
Yes.
or randos are fighting?
No,
Oh, couples. Okay.
like Joe and the chubby girl. He was so hammered. He went back to the room, and she like kind of came back and took care of him, and he didn't know what was happening. He was so out of it. And she was like, Joe, you're freaking me out. Like, it's me. And he's like, holy shit, what's going on? And then he finally like woke up, and then he acted like it was her. He gaslighted her. He's like, I was waking up. I didn't know what was going on. Like, she goes, no, you're wasted.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he should have just said, I don't find you attractive, and I got to call it off. Because that's
Yeah.
really what he wants to say.
No, he wants to make, what is it, like $10,000 an episode? Like, I think that, like, you
Yeah,
stick
the
around to
longer
make
you
more
stay.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he's in it for.
So that is Love is Blind in a nutshell. Now you don't have to watch any of it, and you can just go to the next episode.
Yes. Okay, so sticking to reality TV, Dancing with the Stars. I'm invested this season. And thank God for Hulu, because I can watch it the day after and through all the commercials. I thought that Andy Richter was going to get kicked off for sure.
Yeah.
He didn't. The girl from Fifth Harmony, Lauren, I don't really know who she is. I'm not invested in Fifth Harmony. I think they have a song that starts with like a horn that's like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
But
me I'm worth it.
yes,
Baby,
yes,
I'm worth it.
Yes. But she was pissed. Like she,
Well, she said
one
it.
was surprised that she was in the bottom three, and then two, when she found out it was her. First, Andy Richter and the chick from The Parent Trap second version, both mind blown that they're not going home, right? And they look at this girl, and she was like, "What the actual fuck?"
Is it because she didn't get the votes?
She didn't get the votes.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the judges on the show say
Yeah.
at all, right? Could it sway people's votes? Sure. It's a popularity contest. when
So
it comes
do you
down to
think
it.
a lot of it has to do with your social media, your following?
Yes.
Not just how you dance, because you could dance
100%.
okay.
Yeah.
But if you have a following and you appeal
Now,
to the
I don't
crowd.
have I don't follow gymnasts, right? But the girl from the American like gymnast squad,
Jordan
something.
Chili's.
Yes. One, they know what to do with their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're just naturally really good dancers. But she's really, really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to do certain poses, right, looks a little awkward, but she's phenomenal with what she
Mm-hmm.
can do with her body. Whitney from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. If she doesn't win, she's losing to Jordan because Jordan's going to take more of that natural, like,
Yeah.
American vote from her. Because Whitney is still, I mean, she's kind of like a
She's
bad
a
girl.
villain.
She's a villain. But she's really freaking talented.
Okay.
Like, she's so talented. Like, she should win. I'm just putting it out there. She should win.
She probably has a good partner too.
And she has a great partner. He's like a multi-winner.
And the choreography, right?
So yeah,
'Cause
your partner's
your
in-
partner does
yeah.
all the choreography.
Yeah,
right?
the ballroom dancer person is in charge of
Mm-hmm.
the choreography. But then she's doing a bunch of TikToks with him, and obviously he can pick up on those quickly.
Yeah.
So their TikToks are really entertaining. And yeah, I don't know. They're the top two for sure.
Okay.
For sure. So, although Alex Earl has really stepped it up, I'm kind of impressed.
She can dance.
She can dance. She's gotten better. Wouldn't you agree? She's gotten better. She's gotten better. She has the body of a ballroom dancer,
Yeah.
just like long and lanky.
She seems lanky, like too lanky though. You know how some dancers or some girls that are very lanky.
It's like a 1980s
don't even know what
like
to do with their
rockette
body.
is what like her body's like.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes they don't know what to do with it.
No, she knows what to do with her body. But she's not as good as Jordan or Whitney.
Oh, okay.
So
Very
What do you
cool.
think about Robert?
who's
Robert Irwin and his stripping.
Oh, the shirt off. Okay, I forget about him. Okay, so this is Steve Irwin's son.
Yes.
Okay. He's darling. He just seems like a good down home like Australian boy. But he did a dance and he like ripped his shirt open. I think everybody was surprised to see that he has like 3% body fat. Like he was just
Well,
ripped.
how old is he? I mean, he's like,
He's in his 20s.
yeah. Would you
He's
say
actually a pretty good dancer.
21.
He just falls under my radar. I mean, like Desperate Housewives are voting for him. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't vote. I watch it the day after, so I can't vote.
So I guess you can vote a bunch, right? Online.
up to
and
10 times per person.
That's a lot.
That is
That's
a lot
of your time.
So I mean, you could really just love everybody and vote for everybody 10 times.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like when he speaks, like this looks like he could be Dr. Drake Ramore from,
General Hospital.
General Hospital. But when he speaks, like he's just this jolly-go-lucky little Australian boy.
Aw.
He's just so darling. So I don't see him as like sensual at all. Like,
Well, he's
and he could be
21.
my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for Hydrofacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, weight loss clinic, and therapeutic massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com.
We just watched Cocaine Cowboy. Oh my God. Have you guys seen that documentary? It's about this guy that played football for USC and never went pro. And went on to deal, like he got steroids for people on the team. And then ended up being like one of the biggest runners for the cartel. And was in
shit.
Australia. Yeah, it's kind of a wild documentary. It's
He
good.
got busted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, speaking of USC,
Yeah.
do you know that, is it Musimo and Lori
Loughlin?
They're getting divorced.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
All the scandal they couldn't handle.
They just did, I don't know, maybe they fell in love in
Oh,
person.
speaking of another USC scandal,
Yes.
Mark Sanchez, the former quarterback for USC and then went on to play for the New York Jets, got arrested this past weekend.
For?
Assault, battery, intoxication. What are his other
That
charges?
sounds like a lot of things. Is he currently still playing?
Oh, no. He's a commentator on Fox or CBS for football.
Was.
Yeah, he's 38 now.
Okay.
But he went to some crazy, he was in Indianapolis,
Okay.
commentating on a game, went to the loading dock or something. It was very sketchy. Had a confrontation with a truck driver about dumping like oil, ended up pushing the guy. The truck driver pepper sprayed Mark Sanchez, which Mark then pushed the guy, like took him to the ground. He's a big guy. And the truck driver stabbed him with a knife, and he was in the hospital. He's stable. But while he was in the hospital, they handcuffed him because he assaulted this guy for kind of no reason. Yeah.
Yikes.
A big scandal.
I don't know. USC. You got to have a 5.9
What are we doing,
to get in there,
Trojans?
but
Well, you got to just have a lot of money. Yeah.
well, Meko and I went to an event last night. It was called, hold please, my swag bag says it. Michigan Grown, Michigan Great, Down on the Farm Dinner Series by local farm families. It was fantastic.
It was so good.
I mean, I had no idea what I was showing up
Yeah.
for. But we were invited, and I'm like, oh, this is, I don't know. I love a good farm-to-table dinner. And they were like, yeah, no, we could totally fit your gluten-free needs. The entire meal was gluten-free minus the cornbread.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
And the sugar cookie ice cream. Everything else was gluten-free.
Okay. So everything was curated here, like within our region. It wasn't even just the state, but also this family farm was no joke.
No.
It was a conglomerate of technology, business. Like it was very interesting.
4 generations on this farm.
Yes.
And I mean, like, boys have married into the family, so it's like cousins and son-in-laws and everything that are doing it, but a good like family thing.
And the girls were working there too. The moms.
Yeah,
she's
one wife was like
she
in
goes,
charge
I
of
do
logistics
all the books.
for truckers. Yeah, the other one was in charge of the books. And they did an amazing job cleaning out their barn for this dinner. Like they brought in.
I feel like it wasn't a stretch for them because they seemed very organized.
They seemed very organized. I think it just took like a big blower. They spit shined some of the farm equipment that was in there.
Yeah.
But the group that came in to do the dinner, they come in, they have these beautiful wood tables. I guess they put them together on site. The curation of the dishes and the silverware and the cups. It was a bed to breakfast anthropology ad.
Yes.
It was stunning. It was
and
absolutely
they had
stunning.
to wash all of those dishes by hand, which I felt really bad for.
It was a well-curated collection. So yes, very much so. But I brought my swag bag and all the fun stuff that we got. First of all, I learned so much about pig farming.
Oh, yeah.
Pig farming, they take everything from the pig but the oink.
Yeah, I love that.
That was my favorite saying of the whole thing.
And because the pigs are now raised on inside mostly, and very clean, they don't have to worry about the worms and the dirt like they used to in the past. So when I was growing up, my mom's theory was always burn the pork chops.
Yes.
Because number one, she didn't know how to cook, and number two, just to make sure there was no bacteria. Well, now that's not even a thing. Like, you can cook your pork at 145 degrees only.
Yep.
And you can eat it rare, like you do a steak.
Yes. And they are so confident about it, they gave us all a digital thermometer.
Yes. Yes.
So I sat across from one of the big pig farmers. And when I was going through my swag bag, I showed it to him, and he was like, 145.
Yeah.
So
I loved how they sat us, too, because they sat us, it was like, media person, farmer. I sat next to a produce farmer. She was so sweet.
Yeah.
Like, dietitian turned produce farmer. She was like, I just wanted to bring fresh food to my clients, and the only way was for me to actually source it myself.
Yeah.
So she bought like 80 acres, and now she's a produce farmer. Now she has animals, and so she and the actual farmer for soybeans were talking about how they do their ground cover and what they should do. I was just like fascinated.
No,
by
there
this
was
whole
fascinating conversations between different farmers. Like, I had a guy over here that was in charge of beans, and he was a big SCI hunter. So, like, we were talking about SCI hunting. And then this guy over here was a big pig and corn farmer.
Yeah.
Talking to the pig farmer people. And then I had a girl who was one of the affiliates for like Michigan Grown. And she grew up in a small town in Indiana, thought she wanted to be a school teacher, but then she was like, no, I want to educate people on farming.
Yeah.
So now she's in Michigan and works for a cattle farm. So, and here's like this girl from South Chicago, like learning like all these different things about farming. Like, I was enthralled.
Yeah, it was
I came home
super
and was
cool.
talking to Chris, like I just went on a field trip. I was so excited.
It was so great. And
Right?
just to know where your food is sourced from everyone should do it. Everyone should take a tour of a farm and just realize the effort and the tradition that go into it. In addition, the technology, the finances, all of it that go into your food, essentially.
Well, and what was amazing is that the corn that came from this farm would get sourced by a distillery down in Metro Detroit. So they had this full cocktail bar, and all the vodka, gin, and even the bourbon was sourced from the grain from that farm.
From that farm.
Like, that was really cool to see
Yeah.
that. It was great. And then there was a lady who does pigs straight to consumer, mostly farmers markets, whatever. She donated all the pork for the dinner.
Sweet ham was great.
So, did you go through your swag bag? The swag bag was really fun.
It was
Like,
great.
there's this great like rocks tumbler glass from the corn marketing program of Michigan, which I will be in touch with because I feel like there are stories to be told, and we are going to make that happen. Just saying. The pig people gave us a
beach towel.
A beach towel. That's one of those like sand wicking, easy dry towels to tell you all of the flavors that you should season your pork with.
Yeah.
But it's a great towel.
Yeah.
Like literally just bought one of those towels for Chris to take on Dropped. Have you heard of this nori?
No, but I gave it to
ultra-filtered
Randy
milkshake?
because he loves a good protein milkshake.
Okay,
We
I
get
don't
them
know how I
from
feel about
Costco.
this. Oh, you get the same brand from Costco?
No, but we get a different brand. But
Okay.
he gets the same type of thing.
Okay.
From Costco. That's what he drinks is his post-workout drink.
Oh, okay. We made a pork rub.
Yes.
Which was fun. We were at a great little station. And
the
then
candle, soy
down on
candle.
Michigan Farm made us like soy candles.
Yeah.
It's very clean and refreshing.
We had
I
a
really like
great
it.
ice cream for dessert that was made with Pioneer sugar. So in Michigan, we make our own sugar from sugar beets. My aunt and uncle are sugar beet farmers.
But isn't Pioneer
So-
Sugar like a national thing?
It is, but it's done here in Michigan.
I know, like Bay City.
Yeah, that's
Ish.
their headquarters.
Ish. Yeah.
So this ice cream place uses Pioneer sugar. The girl next to me that had the produce farm, she's like, oh, they get their mint and their berries from me.
And they get their
To
milk from a
make-
Michigan farmer too.
Yeah, from a dairy farm.
Uh-huh.
And then that's how they make their ice cream. And you can custom make it if you want.
It was really good.
really
I
good.
had the Michigan Dairy Farmer ice cream and it was out of this world. It was so good. And then we also got an ice cream scoop,
Yeah,
which
I
is
love
great.
that.
But then we got like a lot of literature on everything that we, like all the stuff. Soybeans. Here's my thing about soybeans. All we hear about is the garbage shit about seed oils.
Yes.
Which, okay, yes, 100%. Not big into seed oil, right? Give me all the beef tallow and everything else to cook my stuff in. But Goodyear tires, I'm putting you up on a pedestal because you're not using petroleum. You are using a renewable source and you are using soybean oil to make your tires now.
Yeah.
Like,
And so are Skechers shoes.
yes, again, story to be told. Let's tell it.
Yeah. It was interesting.
It was.
And these girls were so great. They were like, soybean oil is great for cooking. We use it in large quantities for restaurants because, you know, it can cook for a very long time. She's like, we're kind of getting beat up by the seed oil people right now. But she's like, that's okay. We'll have our day.
Yeah.
It all
will come
cycles
around again and then all of a sudden it will be on top.
Yeah, she was very cute.
But it's used in other things, right? Like that amazing soy candle. It smells so good. It smells like a nice hotel or a spa.
Yeah.
It's very clean
Yeah,
and
it's
fresh.
nice.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just really great. So then Meko and I were talking to like the generations of the farmers. Everything from first
Shout out to
generation.
how do you pronounce it?
Zerk.
Zwerk.
ZWERK.
Farms
Yeah.
and
Out of
Sons.
Vassar. Yeah.
They're amazing.
Uncle Larry, first generation farmer. He's got a half a finger on one hand. I really need to know that story. I really hope it's like a fun combined
the fun,
accident.
great part about that family is they all live around that area still.
Yeah.
And for 4 generations, they've all kept this business alive in these fields, and they have 160 fields.
So the grandma and grandpa
they
way
farm.
back when started out as cash crop farmers. Does that mean that they had like a farm stand? Is that what cash crop means? I don't know.
I don't know, Chad. Does that?
What does cash crop farmers mean?
Okay. I'm not sure.
I don't really know what that means, but that's how it started. And now they have like,
They're commercial farmers.
they're big commercial farmers.
Yeah. They're. It's a huge
Yeah.
conglomerate.
They're like the Duttons of Michigan. I feel like
Yes.
they get hated on by some like smaller farmers. We need to lift them up because
Yeah.
they do a lot of shit. And some people don't realize how hard it is to be
Oh my
the big
God.
boy on top.
Well, and also the coolest part was the technology that they use for their crops, for spraying and fertilizing. They use drones, you guys. Like, so they're only the few farmers in the state of Michigan
Yes.
who've embraced the drone technology for farming, which
Yeah.
they all, I mean, like, it was kind of mind blowing. Even the pig farmers that use the technology for the fans.
Like the guy had an
and-
app on his phone. Like
Yeah.
I'll know if a fan goes down or a
Yes.
water line goes down. or
Yeah, you
something.
just don't even think about that.
No.
And they were talking. I was talking to the guy that the cousin or whatever he is, the son of the Zurich family, and he was telling me about AI and how it's going to help them even be more resourceful and more efficient with their farming in the future.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it spreads across.
Here's how I know what we did last night was fascinating. Meko and I are fascinated with farming.
Yes.
Like, I am intrigued. Like, I want to go back. Like, I want us to do, like, dirty jobs with the Zurich family and sons farming.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, let me ride around on your drone truck. I want to play with the controls.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
have
spray the
basically
fields.
this huge controller that looks like they're gaming. They're standing on top of a truck that has these drones going around, and then they have to refuel often, come back, put on the new battery, go back out, and these guys have run it and they have patterns, and they kind of know where to go. It's kind of insane.
Yeah. And I mean, I know about like drones just from like the production here, right?
Yeah.
We have people that do drones and like, you would know like your coordinates of where you could go, but we're not spraying anything. I don't have to worry about Billy Bob's farm on the other side of this like landline to make sure that what I'm putting on my crop doesn't kill his strawberries.
Or the weather. I mean, they are just in tune with the wind. There's so much into farming, and the food that we are consuming that no one realizes.
Yeah.
That everyone should
That
take
they're-
a trip to a farm.
You should totally take a trip to a farm. They had no livestock. I wanted to hug a cow. I wanted to cuddle a piglet. That part I was slightly disappointed with. But you know what?
Well, there are
There's
all
always
different
the
kinds
future.
of farms.
There's always the future.
They
you
do
know?
the other kind of farming.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just intrigued. But the best was like Meko and I were like walking out, and there was like all these like giant farm equipment, and they're going to tell us about it. And we're like, we feel like we're in Landman. Like we're just like
It
walking
did.
out.
The equipment is insane. Insane.
So cool. It was so cool. I was fascinated.
Yeah.
So
It was great.
yeah, it was a well put on event.
Great. Great job, Haley.
Yes, big round of applause to Michigan Agriculture.
Yeah.
Something that.
Well, Haley,
Thanks for what you do.
Chad's sister, who
Yeah.
was in charge of it all, was put on a great event. And it was so organized. They had these stations where everyone could learn about something. It was very interactive and brought it all back to everyone together and made it a community without us even really realizing
Yep.
it was becoming a community. But it was really cool to see that interaction with like, oh my God, let me see your Instagram page. Let me see yours. Let
Yeah.
me see what you do. And so from that perspective, those guys just hit it out of the park.
I feel like I was strategically seated by big hunters, and Chris couldn't make it because he was stuck in meetings. So I had a lot of questions about him.
Oh, okay.
But that was fine. It was okay. But it was still the pig farmer. I was very intrigued.
yeah.
I kind of want to go to like a big pig farm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's our next digital short series. Katie and Meko go to the farm.
Why don't I zoom in?
But you're intrigued.
I
You
am intrigued.
are.
I love it. I love all of it. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the other things Meko loves. Meko loves true crime.
I
right.
love true crime the most.
So I'm not going to pronounce this correctly. Who is Sonam Kshatriya?
Yeah.
I did not say that right. There's no way I said that correctly.
Sonam Kshatriya.
Okay.
So there's 3 true crime people that I'm obsessed with. Right
Okay,
now.
we're going to start with Sonam.
Sonam? Okay, so Sonam is very similar, her case, to Ellen Greenberg.
Yes.
That was on Hulu. So Ellen Greenberg, I'm just going to give you a little background. Ellen Greenberg died allegedly of suicide from stabbing.
Bullshit.
So the problem is Ellen was stabbed 20 times in a suicide.
Imagine trying to stab yourself once, let alone 20
And
times.
most of the stabbing wounds were superficial.
Yeah, they're in
which
her neck
means
and her
they're not
back.
that deep.
My neck,
So
my
they
back.
think that she was probably strangled prior to and then stabbed. So it was a really strange position her body was in. Like, I mean, it wasn't clearly a suicide. So I love the fact. So first of all, she was married when this alleged suicide happened.
Okay, who are we talking about?
Ellen.
Okay.
So I'm going back to this only because it sets it up for
Got it.
Sonam.
Got it.
So she was married, and the husband's like, I just want to spotlight mental health and, you know, really do everything that we can for Ellen regarding mental health. Meanwhile, her parents are like, hell no, this was not a suicide. So they were fighting for her right. How this is related to the case of Sonam is because Sonam also allegedly died of suicide by hanging from a rope, but she was in rigor mortis and her feet and her hands were all crunched up.
Yes. So the medical
And there was
examiner,
a ton of blood.
like, ruled death of suicide, but the funeral director was the one who prepared the body and saw extensive bruising all over her, significant and troubling bruises.
Right. He brought it back and they
Which led him to have the
really-
body
Yes.
re-examined.
So the people that are really fucking this up for the entire criminal justice system are really the medical examiners. Because they can make the decision on the death certificate on how this person died. So for Sonam, they also said suicide, which it's because her ex-boyfriend, who she ended up watching a fight or a movie with the night prior to her death, alleged that he came back the next morning and he couldn't find her, and he was like, holy shit, she was hanging from her closet. Okay, but then they trace his steps back, and he was he had some sketchy shit going on the night before. So that doesn't really trace out, although nobody's been arrested as of yet, I don't think.
No, so this happened in 2019. She was 27 years old. So the family insists that she did not take her own life, and they believe that these bruises, blood smears are only evidence of foul play. It would be like if you found out that I committed suicide. You'd be like, there's no fucking way. Like, there's no way.
Right.
Like, she would have wanted to live for her daughter. There's things that she would have wanted to do. Like, she would never be selfish enough to do that. Right? So, one, there's that. Then in 2023, the family petitioned to have the official manner of death changed from suicide so that the law enforcement could reopen or deepen investigations. And it was denied in 2024. And the family's continuing to appeal.
Sonam's family. So the same thing happened with Ellen Greenberg. Her mom was like, why was this ruled? It should be at least ruled, I forgot what it's like, unknown, or it's not suicide. So they can change it from suicide to like unknown to homicide to murder, whatever the categories are. Same thing with Sonam's case. They're very similar in that way, that the medical examiner went straight to a conclusion, put it on their death certificate, and then they were like, case closed. Because the prosecutor has nothing to stand on after the medical examiner declares the state of death.
So oddly enough, Ellen was also 27 when she died, which is a little like suspicious. Different years,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But when a man calls 911 and is like, oh my God, I just found my wife dead. I think she fell on a knife.
Yes.
I mean,
And then when they redid the scene of the crime,
yeah.
they're like, nothing about this shouts, I want to commit suicide. She
No.
was washing off berries
No.
in the sink in a colander.
The way that he said my wife fell on the knife was the same way when I was a radiologist in a hospital and people would say I fell on a shampoo bottle and it went up my butt.
Right.
And it's like 3 a.m.
Right.
Like nobody falls on Old Spice bottles,
Right.
shampoo
No.
bottles, hangers, Matchbox cars. Yes.
Penises.
Those are the things
Yes.
that I have seen
Oh
inside
my God,
of people's
I don't know how I
buttholes.
got pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, that doesn't happen.
That does not happen.
So, but okay, so then, so he was her fiance, he wasn't her husband, right?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
fiance.
Yeah.
He returned from a workout and found that their
Yes.
door was
So they
unlatched.
have cameras of his timeline. Do you remember seeing that? You saw the documentary, right? On
I
Ellen
started
Greenberg.
watching it, and it did like creeped me out. Like I just wasn't into it. So I'm like, I'll let Meko break it down.
It showed him leaving the apartment, like time stamped. It was like 5:35 or whatever it was, and like he's working out. He wasn't even sweating. Okay, let's be real. Came back to the apartment. The door was locked, so he's like texting her, freaking out. And was kind of like aggressively texting her, like, what the fuck? Let me in. There were like, I don't know, 7 or 8 texts in a row,
Yeah.
and she didn't answer. He's like, I'm coming in, busting down the door, and was like, oh my God, she's stabbed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they were like, I think she might have been dead for a little bit. So did he stab her before he left? The only question is, how did he get that locked from the inside before he left for the gym?
But there was no foul play. Oh, you can lock a door. Like, just lock it.
No. The deadbolt.
Oh, the deadbolt was done?
It wasn't a deadbolt. It was like the swing lock that has like this.
Like
with
the
lock.
chain? Like a
No.
chain?
No, like a hotel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only thing. But everything else did not
that's
point
not
to
the only
suicide.
thing. 20 stab wounds are not self-inflicted.
You don't stab yourself 20 times.
I give myself a paper cut, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I can't imagine
Even the
stabbing
other
myself multiple
corner,
times.
like third-party corners or MEs, were like, I've only seen ever suicide like 3 stabbings in my life.
Right.
After
And
they've seen
so-
thousands of cases.
And what's troubling is many of the stab wounds were in her back and her neck. You're not doing that to yourself.
You're not doing that.
There were bruises in various stages, which suggests she was physically
probably
abused earlier.
Yeah. And she had withdrawn prior to this. So her friends were even like, she was acting really weird. She's very emotional, hated her job. She was a teacher in the inner city.
Yeah.
And they have evidence of her saying, I want to quit my job. Her fiance was not supportive of that at all. He was basically like, no, I mean, what are you doing?
You're
Go to
working
work.
in an inner city school. You
Yeah.
could be a bank teller and make the same amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no.
Yes, it's very disturbing. So I love that her parents, and now they're older, they are still on the quest to figure it out.
Oh, you and I would never stop fighting.
I would never stop fighting. And
Never.
the mom looks like tiny and mighty. She is like, I stay in shape because I am on a quest to find my daughter's killer, which I get. Yes. Yes, she's the only daughter. Not that that matters, but she will find the killer. I truly believe.
So the scene was cleaned. Items were removed. The apartment was sanitized the day after her death. Some electronics, phones, and laptops and other personal items were removed by a relative of Goldberg
that's right.
before a full investigation.
His uncle came in and retrieved these things, these items, including a computer. Who does that?
I don't know.
What were you researching? What were you
Uncle
Googling,
Tony
dude?
Soprano. Like,
What were you
that's who.
Googling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that was sketchy. But very similar to the Sonam case, she was, they think she was in rigor mortis for longer than
She was hung.
suspected death. Yeah.
So is the Goldberg dude like just walking free and just like
he's
praying
remarried.
every day that
He's remarried. He has a kid.
Rude.
Not that they didn't get married, but like he got married, went on with his life. He's living whatever life. And he's like, I just want to help mental health patients everywhere. Like yourself? Because you killed her. Isn't that crazy? So Sonam, I'm just learning about this, but she is clearly, obviously dead. Like, first of all, hanging yourself is extremely, extremely hard. I'm not trying to be morbid, but like I can't even imagine with your rope, your robe.
She used a belt.
Yes. Like, that's not easy. In addition, you probably wouldn't have a lot of blood. You'd break your neck. There was blood. So why? Why were her legs and her arms like not straight?
Yeah.
Because if you're hanging from somewhere,
Like you would just
you
be
would
limp.
just be like hanging. But her arms and her legs were like not. They were bunched
like
up.
she was somewhere else before.
Yes,
and
and
then
maybe
yeah.
moved. It's always a boyfriend, or the
Right?
husband.
So
Look no further.
do you know what this Soham chick did? Like, what was her profession?
No, I don't.
Okay, so she was in Manhattan. She could have been like, super chic and fly. I don't know. But basically, the family is concerned. The red flag for them is that she was found wearing the same clothes that she was last seen in.
That's right. I did
And there was
see that.
no outfit change.
Yeah. So she was in the same outfit when they found her that she was like 2 or 3 days prior. And she would have changed.
Yeah.
Had the storyline went the way that the fact that they said ex-boyfriend, because
the ex.
they were watching either a fight or a movie the night before, and they said, oh, she came out of the shower and we met, she would have changed her clothes.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
If she was alive the night before.
I don't know.
She
I
wasn't
feel like
homeless.
we need full access to all autopsy photos. We need to be able to interview all of the detectives and everybody who were
Yes.
part of the case. And it should be true crimes with Katie and Meko.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. I'm into it. I am into it.
Okay.
But the reason this case came up is because this podcast that I listened to, she's like, this has not gotten any publicity. Where is everybody on this? Why are we not bringing up crimes like this?
So who's the boyfriend? Like, is his family powerful enough to bury a story?
I don't know. The ex-boyfriend. For Sonam?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's an ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
He's just the person who happened to call 911.
Because R2D2 Tesla boy, or whatever his name is it
Oh,
DVRD?
David?
Yeah.
David, what is going on with you? He still has not been arrested.
It's fucking mind-blowing.
Isn't that mind-blowing? So Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the woman
Yes.
who was found in the frunk of the Tesla, head and torso only, which is how she was identified, was just shy of 15.
15
She was
years old.
14 years old.
Some sources say she was still 14.
She was 14, they think, when she died.
Okay.
Her birthday was...
Happened while she was missing?
Yes.
Oh!
They think she was dead in the trunk for like a month in the California heat in a frunk. And this David, D4DV, or D4VD, was on tour. He was supposed to be on a world tour. They promptly stopped his tour in Seattle, and then they stopped his world tour because they didn't let him go to Europe or wherever he was supposed to go.
Because he'd be fleeing the country.
He's not charged with anything yet.
So the body was severely decomposed, wrapped in plastic, and placed in the front trunk of a Tesla.
Yes. And the frunk, the only reason that this was even alerted to anybody was because it was annoying the neighbors, so they had it towed. The towing yard, people were complaining of the smell.
So D4VD, do you really pronounce it David?
You pronounce it David.
So dumb. Okay. So he has not been publicly named as a suspect yet, but is cooperating with investigators. His tour dates and promotions have been suspended or canceled. Some friends and media noted an unreleased song referencing Celeste.
He has
in
a
his
song
catalog.
named Celeste. And then there is a TikTok that they took down that they were together. So she's a runaway, okay? Let's just call
She's
it what
been
it is.
reported missing 3 different times,
Yes.
and she returns and
So
disappears
she was
again.
from this town called Lake Elsinore, which is north of Orange County. And she ran away. It doesn't sound like she had the most awesome child life. Ran away, and the brother and the mom both said she had a boyfriend named David. And that's what this guy's name is. He's a few years older. So from the first time she ran away, I think she was like 11 or 12, and he would have been 17 or 18. And now he's 20, and she would have been 14. So still illegal.
Yep.
And they think on TikTok at one point, because they have the footage, there's a girl with a hooded sweatshirt. She has it over her head, and they're laughing, and they're talking about stuff. And then they're like, okay, stop. We got to erase this all. And it was the two of them together, just kind of like back and forth. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's totally Celeste and David.
Yeah.
And the footage has never been seen again, except people who
Claim that they've
screenshotted
seen
it.
Yeah.
They have it. Like, they've shown it on media outlets I've seen. But this girl is dead.
Okay, so the fact that they hid a body in a trunk wrapped in plastic, it suggests intent to conceal. So that is a crime right
And
there.
they don't know that he necessarily killed her.
It
But
could have been his people.
or she could have died from an overdose. There are all sorts of speculation. And then they freaked out and said, holy shit, what do we do? But also he could
Well,
have
if they
killed
were
her.
all on drugs, they would make very bad decisions. I know, she was a cute girl. I'm
Yeah.
looking at her pictures right
And she
now.
was a baby. She's 14. So, anyway, ongoing. It's in Riverside County, California. Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean,
Terrible.
the age difference alone, can we just charge the man on?
Statutory rape?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should be able
I feel
to.
like we should be able to do that.
Yeah. And the fact that the mom's like, well, I think her name is David. Where were you?
That's terrible. I mean, my kid has a hangnail and she tells me about it, let alone if she's dating a dude. So, yeah. Boo on you, mama. All right. Let's give our hot take of a Reddit story kind of on the same realm of true crime.
Okay. What would you do? My neighbor kept checking on me. So I gave his wife a reason to check on him. This is an actual interesting story. I work from home, mind my business, pay my bills. My neighbor doesn't seem to get that. He's one of those guys who thinks women only sit around waiting for a man to keep them. Every couple of days, he'd wander over while I was bringing groceries in or sitting on my porch and throw out comments like, what do you even do all day? Must be nice to live off other people. Okay, I would punch this person in the throat. Who is he? The last straw was when I was watering my plants and he said, guess it's easier than getting a real job. I just smiled because I already had an idea forming. This girl is actually savage because I would have went ballistic on this person. Okay. See, what his wife probably doesn't know is that every Thursday afternoon without fail, he sneaks off to a poker night at a bar downtown. Only it's not poker. It's a back room and slot machines video poker. How do I know? Because I invited my brother-in-law once who told me about it. So next Thursday, when he pulled in his little real job comment, I waited until his wife was outside grabbing her mail and said, hey, I think I saw your husband at O'Malley's last Thursday. Does he ever win at those machines or is it just for fun? She froze, asked me to repeat myself. I played dumb and said, oh, maybe I mixed up the day, but he goes pretty often, right? Then I waved and went inside. That's so great. That night, screaming match from across the street. I didn't even have to look through the blinds to know exactly what it was about. Now he won't even make eye contact with me. Suddenly, I look very busy when I'm outside. Sometimes the best revenge is just holding up the mirror.
All right, what's your hot take on this?
She's a savage, and I pledge allegiance to all the respect. That's great, because I wouldn't have been able to hold my tongue like that.
I wouldn't have been able to hold my tongue either. I've been like, okay, asshole, I got a
Right.
job. I pay for this house. I pay my bills.
Right.
What the fuck do you care?
Also, why are we're in the same spot here.
People that
clearly
ask
you're
those
at
kinds of
work.
questions,
Yeah.
clearly uncomfortable and unhappy in their own life.
Yeah.
So,
That was great. Actually, that showed incredible restraint.
yes.
For you to be like, okay, let me just take all this in and then blow this bomb on your wife, and you are dead to me.
I mean, I wouldn't want to just blow up somebody's marriage for like no reason. Now, granted, he was being an asshole to her. I don't know if he was an asshole to his wife, but I don't know. It's kind of well played.
Yes.
Very strategic.
Well played.
Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing else to say about it except that took forethought and
Restraint.
she played it quite well. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to to hold my tongue that long and just been like, oh, I don't know. I'm just like nothing.
No, I would have made a comic
Meanwhile-
about him having like a small dick or something and like mind his own business.
Yes.
Like, stay out of my yard. Don't ask me questions. You're
Yes.
uncomfortable.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like, older men only can say weird things like that if they're like charming and sweet in some like strange way. Like, I feel like my dad would say something like, it would throw somebody off-putting if he was like 35 or 40, but the fact that he's like Super Dave and 70 something, you're kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of a cute question because you just, you don't get it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would still say the same thing back.
Ooh, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, things have been said to me like that before.
No, but you know how like old people can just get away with saying shit because they're like old?
Yeah, but I don't think they should.
Oh, okay. I was kind of looking forward to that avenue of life.
I don't think they should. I don't
Okay.
think it gives you the right
Okay.
to do that. Just because you're older and you act like you know it doesn't mean you know it.
No, but I think sometimes I'm like, oh, you just haven't realized like how the world has turned. So I'll just let you say this, brush it off, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. I disagree. I'm always like, no.
Okay. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. Like I have an uncle and I will be the first to call him out.
Okay.
I'll be like, no.
Well, if Uncle Larry were to say to you, what's your favorite thing of the week? What would you tell him?
I would say my Victoria Beckham, yes, lip gloss.
Okay, what color do you normally go for?
What color
What
is
color is
this?
yours? It's very peachy.
Okay, I'm at the age where I have to take a picture to be able to like
blow it up?
Blow it up. Bikini? Oh, bikini.
Bikini. But that's to lean.
No, it's bikini. It's
Bikini is your color?
I think
Oh,
so.
there it is. There's
Yeah.
bikini. Okay.
I cannot see it.
All right. What's my favorite thing of the week? Okay. Meko just asked me if I went to the salon and got my nails done. I did not. I found this new thing at Target. For the fact that it's called Dashing Diva is a little off-putting. But they're these little strips you put on your fingers. It comes with this mini little LED light that cures it. They're like hard.
Oh my God.
They're hard. They're harder than me shellacking my own nails.
How do you take it off?
I don't know. I didn't dig that deep into the directions. I put it, okay, the reason I got these was I ran out of my base layer for my CND to do my nails at home. So I panicked. And the only reason I had to panic and do my nails is because Chris and I watched The Lost Bus on Apple Plus.
Oh.
First of all, when you give me a true story, I about shit myself when it's devastating like that.
That's Matthew McConaughey.
It is. And I was waiting for like the montage of pictures that come after to like a
He's a bus
story of
driver
all the
that
people.
saved, like-
There was not. It was not like, what was it, 18 seconds or 8 seconds? Remember that movie with Luke Perry about the guy who was the bull rider?
I never saw it.
Oh, okay. But it's one of those movies where it's a true story, and then like during the credits, they have like the real people doing the
God.
music, and
Yeah.
I bawled my eyes out. My eyes were puffy for like 3 days. Anyways, Lost Bus, terrible story. Okay, like the fires in California, and how this bus driver who was like really shouldn't even have been a bus driver, but they were like desperate for bus drivers. But how he saved this teacher and all the students and everything. So, anyways, I was so like. My anxiety was so heightened, I picked off my shellac on my fingernails. And I had my fingers professionally done, and I wasn't even 2 weeks in. But my anxiety was at such a height, I got to pick one little corner off a nail.
That's all it takes.
That was it. All 10 fingers were done. So then I was like, I can't function with shitty nails.
Yeah.
I can't.
Same.
So I took Mr. Nugget for a walk, and then I went to Target, and I got these strips because I was like, you know what, for $12.99, even if it lasts for 2 days, it will get me by.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit. I like the fact, because sometimes like I'm not really good at like making that perfectly rounded thing around the cuticle.
Right.
I'm I'm kind of sold on the Dashing Diva.
Okay.
The Dashing Diva cat.
I'd be interested to see how you take it off and reapply.
Yeah, I don't know. I should probably read the directions on that.
Probably just acetone.
Probably. But
I would
it
think it
hasn't
couldn't
chipped.
be
I mean,
that
it's been
hard.
since Sunday. It's only Tuesday. But I didn't have high hopes. It says that it lasts 14 days. Well, sometimes that's bullshit. It could last
Yeah.
like 4. But it's like sturdy. Like they're like
Wow.
sturdy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of into it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So you got to buy the first kit for $12.99 that has the little light. And then after that, all you got to do is buy the strips.
Okay. Hey there. On today's Wine Spies highlight, there's a special bottle on deep discount.
Think 40% off or more every single day. Plus, if you want free shipping, you can build up a case of 12 bottles over time, and they'll ship it free once you hit a dozen.
Just check our show notes, website, or socials for the link, and you'll even snag $20 off your first order.
Cheers!
Let's talk about the wine we drank today.
Okay. So good.
Arns Napa
Arns.
Valley.
It was really good. It was full cab.
2016 cab. I don't know what happened in Napa in 2016. All I know is that it was a great year for grapes and it was a great year for wine. I do not know the science behind it, so I was thrilled when we pulled this out of our Wine Spies box.
It looks like a family-owned winery.
Yes, and it's one of those heavy bottles where you're like, oh, I can get one more glass. Oh, wait, no, the bottle's like 90
It's
pounds.
done. So the thing that I love about family-owned vineyards, especially in Napa or anywhere, is they're very much like farms. Like it's
Yes.
in the family for years and years. The crops, they're very passionate about their grapes, their crops, the dirt,
Yeah.
all of it. Their yields, like I love it. And they're the same. They're
Yeah.
same.
No, it was a beautiful bottle of wine. It was a great surprise. Normally $100 bottle of wine. Wine Spies was selling it for $50.
Yeah.
So there you go, 50% off a bottle of wine.
Just use our link and you get $20 off
Your first order. And going into the holiday season, we might put it on blast, like what they're doing, because this is a great way to buy awesome bottles of wine to give away as gifts.
Yeah. And you can keep it in your locker up to 12. You can have 2 lockers that go in at the same time even. And then you don't have to pay for shipping, which is huge for wine.
Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes if you're paying $25 to $50 for shipping, that's a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
2. Yeah. So not a Tuesday wine.
No.
Only
Only take it out for your good guests.
You do take it out for your
Don't
good
take it
guests.
to book club. Save it.
Yes.
Save this one. RNA.
So, all right. I'm excited for your book club. We got to finish The Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. I have a book club tonight with my
Well,
neighborhood.
not my book club.
Yeah, different
Oh,
book
with
club.
her elite neighborhood.
My
I don't
neighborhood.
go to that one.
My neighborhood book club. And there's a dress code and the snacks.
Oh, what is
that
the
are
dress
already-
code tonight?
Plaid, because like flannel shirts, because the title was Witch's Orchard, so it was based in New England. It was good. It was a murder mystery. I gotta go back and look because I read it so long ago now that I forgot the ending.
Just have ChatGPT tell you the cliff notes,
Yeah, I
and then
should.
it will all come
I should.
rushing back to you.
But it was really good. I
Yeah.
do remember it was like a surprisingly good book.
Okay. The Witch's Orchard. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. Well, cheers. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Bye.